Well, hey there, everybody. Happy Monday to you wherever you are. Here on the East Coast, we are bracing for this hurricane slash tropical storm Isaiah, or however it's pronounced. I don't know the exact pronunciation for that, but we're indoors, so we're going to be doing game 145 in the Chicago White Sox season replay against the Twins. Unfortunately for the Sox, they've lost the first two games and took it on the chin rather rudely from the Twins, so they're trying to do a bounce back. And they've got their stopper, Ken Kravick. He's 14-2 on the replay, so if they wanted anybody to stop a losing streak, they picked the right guy because Ken Kravick is the one to get the job done. All right, so I decided to go ahead and wait to do the stadium check for the weather. Kind of ironic since this hurricane's almost on the way. We're going to do the weather for the October night game here in Chicago. 14 through 20 is bad weather, 5 through 13 is average, and 1 to 4 is good. So we'll see what happens. We had an 11. An 11 is going to be average. So it's 1 to 9 for singles. 1 to 9 for singles for Comiskey. And home runs are only 1 to 2. So again, you're going to lose some home runs, especially on the ballpark effects here at Comiskey. It's really overcast outside with the pending tropical storm or whatever the heck it is. So I'm trying to get as much light in here as I possibly can. Hopefully that's a little bit better now. Hopefully you can see some more of the score sheet and we have better lighting. So here we go. We'll go through the starting lineups. Again, Ken Kravick is the starting pitcher for the Sox. Dave Goltz will be on the mound for the Twins. And let's check the lineups first for the Twinks. It'll be Roy Smalley leading off at shortstop. Willie Norwood is in center field hitting second. Rod Carews at first base, he'll hit third. Disco Dan Ford's in right field, he'll hit cleanup. Craig Cusick, the DH, will bat fifth. Bob Gorinsky, the left fielder, will hit sixth. Butch Weiniger, the catcher, will bat seventh. Jerry Terrell at third base will hit eighth. And I've got a computer card of Sam Perlazzo. He's at second base batting ninth. For the Sox, it'll be Ralph Garr to lead things off in left field. Chet Lemons in center. George Orta is at second. Oscar Gamble is in right. Lamar Johnson is the DH. Jim Spencer is at first. Alan Bannister is the shortstop. Don Kessinger and his 3E50 rating at third base will bat eighth. And Jim Essien, the catcher, will bat ninth. So we're just about ready to get things going. Let's see if I can get this all set up here so I can see what you're seeing. Hopefully. Looks like on the computer it's a little dark, but hopefully it's okay. We shall see. Hopefully you can see everything on there okay. I've got the light in here as best as I can get it. Like I said, it's really dark outside. Sometimes I depend on the outside light when I'm in this room, but it's pretty dark with all that incoming inclement weather. All right, so we're ready to go. Roy Smalley will start things off for the Twins against the Sox. Sox are now 75-69, and the Twins are 78-67. Hi, Alan. How are you doing? How is the lighting, Alan? Is it too dark? Can you see it okay? Do I need to try to? I don't know if I even have any more light, but I guess I can move the lamp around a little bit and see if it improves it any. I don't know. I don't know if like that will give it better light. Does that look a little bit better by moving that way? It's kind of hard for me to tell on the computer. So I'm just going to go with this. All right, that's better. Good. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so Roy Smalley will lead things off for the Twins against Kravick. He's a switch hitter batting right-handed. And again, ballpark singles 1 to 9. Ballpark home runs 1 to 2 in super advanced. Game 145 is underway. 3-4 for Smalley against the lefty, and that's a solid single, so he starts out with a base hit. So they're getting to Kravick early, apparently. He's a D-stealer with a 4 and a 6 to get a jump, but a 10 to get caught, so they're not going to try anything. In fact, the Sox won't even hold him. But we will roll and see if there's any shenanigans, and there's not. So here's Willie Norwood. He's in center field replacing Bostock because of the left-right split. They want to have the right-hander against Kravick. We get a 1-9, and a 1-9 is a strikeout. So Kravik comes back with a strikeout, one away. Kravik is out of there. That'll bring up Rod Carew. Nothing on the 20. Let's check Carew. Carew, it doesn't matter. 5-6. 5-6 is a strikeout. So Kravik gets him because he got him off his own card versus Carew's card. That's the way you get Carew, is get him off your card. Get him off the pitcher card, not the batter card. All right, so that brings up Disco Dan Ford, the right fielder. Nothing on the 20. Here's Disco Dan. 1-6 against the lefty. Struck him out. So how about that? Ken Kravik comes back to strike out the side after giving up a leadoff single to Roy Smalley. He says, not so fast, my friend. Hello, Philip Reynolds. How are you, sir? So Ken Kravik gets out of that, no problem. We go to the bottom of the first. Twins, nothing. Hey, Brendan, how you doing? Twins, nothing. Sox coming to bat. Dave Goltz. Right-hander is on the mound for the Twins. And Ralph Garr will lead things off for the Sox as they try to break this 2-game losing streak. Get a 2-7, and that's a 1-18 single. So it's a good chance here for that base hit. Hello, Mark. How you doing? 18. He just barely gets it. So Ralph Garr will get the base hit. Let's check. Goltz is a -1 on his hold. And Butch Weiniger is a -1 arm. So that's a -2. So even if Garr got the jump, it would be down to an 11. So do they want to risk it? You know what? They're going to try it anyway. So 2 through 6 or a 12, Garr will get the jump. That's an 11, so he does not get the jump. We don't have to worry about it, but he will be held, obviously. And here's Chet Lemon. Nothing on the 20. Here's Chet Lemon. 4-3 against Goltz, and that's a fly ball right field X. That's Disco Dan. And Dan Ford is a 3-11, so he's got decent range, but his error rating is a little high. 3 and a 16, he'll get to that, but the E11 is the concern if you're the Twins. And that is an 11 on an E11 for an outfielder. 11 on an E11. There is no 11, so Disco Dan was able to come up with it and makes the catch. Brings up George Orta, second baseman. Nothing on the 20. Here's Orta. 6-4 against Goltz, and that's a strikeout. 6-5 would have been a homer, but 6-4 is a strikeout. So George Orta going for the fences. And there's one away. Somebody had, Philip, did you have, is there a sound issue on my end? Or is that something on your end? Are people hearing me okay? I want to make sure before I go on, because it wouldn't surprise me if there's an audio issue somewhere along the lines, but I thought I was going through okay, but okay, sounds fine. Thank you. All right, here's Oscar Gamble, right fielder. 14, nothing on the D20. Here's Goltz. 6-5, and that's a chance for a home run. 1-2 is a home run. 3-20 is a double, which would probably score Garr anyway, but we shall see. It's an 8, so that's a double for Oscar Gamble. We'll do some calculations. Let's see here. Garr was being held. He runs at a 17. Being held makes him a 16. Center fielder is Norwood. Center fielder's arm for Norwood is a +1, so that makes Orta a 17. Plus there's 2 outs. That makes him a 19. So 1-19, he will score. Barely. He slides in safely. And the Sox take a 1-0 lead on the RBI double from Oscar Gamble. Sox lead 1-0. All right, so that brings up Lamar Johnson for the DH. Nothing across there. Here's Johnson. 2-6 for Johnson, and that's a 1 for a triple. 2-20 is a single with 2 stars. They'll score another run. And officially, it is a single. So it's an RBI single for Lamar Johnson. And the Sox seem to hit. When Kravik pitches, they just get the confidence, and they seem to hit. So I don't get it, but that's just the way it is. 2-0 Sox. And here is, hello Bears Den, how are you doing? Here is Jim Spencer, the first baseman. Nothing on the 20. Spencer 5-9 against Goltz is a ground ball to second, and that'll be handled by Perlazzo. Inning's over, but the Sox pick up 2. And at the end of 1 inning of play here at Comiskey, it is Chicago 2, Minnesota nothing. And they have given a 2-0 lead over to their ace, Ken Kravik. Wasn't really the ace during the regular season per se, but he sure is in the replay. He just, for whatever reason, just likes this replay. I don't know why. All right, here is Craig Cusick, the DH. I used to call him Craig Q-Stick. 1-5, and he's going to take it to Mr. Kravick. 1-5 is a 1-9 double. 10-20 is a single. And that is a single. So Craig Cusick, just like the first inning, a leadoff single. He's not really a threat to run, but he will be held. But he's certainly not going to go anywhere. And here's Bob Gorinsky, the left fielder. Nothing on that. So let's see what's going on here. Infield at double play depth. 4-7 for Kravick against the righty. 1-9 is a single. 10-20, it'll be snagged by Bannister. It is a 5, so it's going to get through for a base hit. It's only 1 star, but the first 2 are on. First 2 are on, and it is nobody out first and second for Butch Weiniger, the catcher. Weiniger batting right-handed, 2-8 against the lefty Kravick. 2-8's a ground ball third base B. That's a fielder's choice. So Kessinger will go to second for the force. Weiniger will reach, and Cusick will take third base. So now runners are at the corners with 1 out, and Weiniger will not be held. He's an E-stealer. He won't think about going anywhere. Sox will play back for the double play, looking to turn 2. Here's Jerry Terrell. Nothing happened on the 20 for Terrell, the right-handed hitting third baseman. We get a 6-5 off of Kravick. Well, that's trouble. 1-2 is a homer, but he does have weak power against lefties, so it would only be a single here. 3-20 is a double. So most likely we're looking at a double, which could score 2 runs and tie the game. And it is a double. So let's check the running prowess. Now Weiniger doesn't run all that well, but he wasn't being held either. He's a 10, so not being held makes him an 11, but they're not 2 outs yet, so they're going to hold Weiniger at third base. But the Cusick will come in to score on the double by Terrell. Cuts the lead to 2-1, and now the Twins have runners at second and third with only 1 out. Sox are forced to bring the infield in and try to cut that cheap runoff for the weak hitting. Well, he's not that weak hitting. He's 292, Sam Perlazo. Nothing there. Perlazo's a righty. 1-11, and that is a single. 1-11, and 12-20 he'll be out. Single is 1 star. That's a 20. He is out of there. So let's see. Looks like it's a line out. So he will have to hold, or the runners will have to hold. Hey, RJL, how are you doing? All right, so 2 down, runners at second and third. Infield can go back to normal depth. Here's Roy Smalley. Nothing on the 20. Here's Smalley batting right-handed against the lefty Kravick. 1-7, ground ball shortstop A. There's a plus sign, but they're not. The infield's not in. They're not holding anybody, so that will be a good play. Twins get a run. Kravick cuts it off at the pass and keeps it at a run, and Sox still lead it 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second against Mr. Dave Goltz. So Goltz back out will be facing Alan Bannister. I think I've got everybody. Alan Bearsden, Mark Forsberg, Brandon Baker, RJL. Did I get everybody that's in here? Let me just double check, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Philip Reynolds. I think I got everybody. Okay, if I didn't, please say something and I will fix that. All right, so Alan Bannister leads things off. 6-12 against Goltz. That is a fly ball left field X. That's Gorinsky, the left fielder. And Gorinsky checks in as a 3E20. How about that? He is a 3E20, so horrible with his error rate. See if he can get to it first of all. 3 and a 3, that's going to be for a left fielder. A 3 and a 3 is a double. So if he makes an error, could be an almost an inside the park home run kind of thing. He's an E20, and that is a total of 8. So E20, fortunately for Gorinsky, there's no 8 there, but it will be a double. So Alan Bannister leads things off with a double. He is aboard. He will be held. I'll check that he will not be held. He's not going to try to go anywhere. Here's Don Kessinger, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Nothing on the D20. Check Kessinger. Whoops, that one missed. I missed the hole there. Let's try it again. 212 for Kessinger, and that's a 1 as a triple. 2 to 20 is a single. That'll be an RBI either way you go. It will be a single. It'll be since it's 2 stars, it'll be an RBI single. Sox get that run right back and take a 3-1 lead. Still nobody out. Kessinger will not be held at second. Here's Jim Essien, the catcher. Nothing on the 20. 4-9 against Goltz. That's ground ball shortstop X. And the shortstop is Roy Smalley. Smalley checks in 3-E36. Both teams with shoddy fielding. 15 and a 3 and a 15. He'll get to that. I don't know if it's double play chance. Let's see. 3 and a 15 on an infield check is actually a G1. So it could be a double play, but it's an E36. He's got to avoid an error. That's a 6. He probably will do it. E36. Yep, he avoided it. So it will be a double play. Somehow Smalley made a great play and turns it into not only a great play, but a double play for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, base is clear. Hello, Alex. How are you doing? And that'll bring up Ralph Garr. Ralphie boy singled and scored in the first inning. 3-8, and this time he will single again. So Ralph Garr, 2 for 2. See, he didn't get to jump last time. We're going to see if he can get to jump this time. 2 through 6 or a 12, he gets to jump. That's a 7. He missed the jump. Okay, so he will be held, but no jump. Here's Jim Essien. There's a 1. 6 for a wild pitch for Goltz. Nope, no wild pitch. So we drive on to Lemon. Finish the at-bat. 6-10, and that's a fly ball center field X. That's Willie Norwood. And Norwood is a 4-E24. Boy, just some horrid. I thought the Angels were bad in the outfield. The Twins are even just about as worse. Norwood is a 4-E24 as a fielder. Hello, Al. How are you doing, my friend? 4 and an E24. 4 and a 15. I think he'll be able to get to that. Let's take a look. 4 and a 15 is an F2, so he will get to it. But the E24 you got to worry about. And that's a 7, so he might be all right with that. E24. Yep, E24, if he had a 6 or an 8, it would have been an error, but not a 7. So miraculously, he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Sox do pick up another run and lead it 3-1 after 2 complete here at Comiskey. As we try to get this game in before Hurricane Isaiah, or however you pronounce it, gets here. Or not the hurricane, but the rain and tropical storm of that. All right, here's Willie Norwood, Willie Norwegian Wood. He struck out his first chance against Kravik. 5-8, and he's going to pop it up to Bannister, 1 away on that 5-8. Brings up Carew, and Carew struck out his first time. 5-9, he's going to strike out again. So Carew got both his at-bats off of Kravik's card and struck out twice. So very unusual there, but that's what happens when you go off the pitcher card. Here's Disco Dan. 6-8, and that's a strikeout. So Kravik comes back and gets 2 quick strikeouts to end the inning. And at the end of 2.5, it's still Chicago 3 and Minnesota 1. And Goltz will be back out to face George Orta. Orta will lead things off. It'll be Orta, Gamble, and Johnson. Orta struck out his first chance. 2-7. He's going to get a single this time, right there. 2-7's a single. So the Sox have gotten the leadoff man on all 3 innings. Now, Orta's not a threat to steal, so he will not be held. He will not run. But we will roll on the Havoc and see if anything happens, and it does not. Here's Oscar Gamble. He doubled and scored his first time up. 2-7, and he's going to hit a ground ball to first. That's a B. It's a fielder's choice. Carew will go to Smalley for the force. Gamble, the new runner at first. He's an E-stealer. He will not be held at all. And here's Lamar Johnson, the DH. He got a single his first time up. 1-8, and this time he's going to whiff. Struck him out, 2 down. Brings up Big Jim Spencer. Grounded to second his first time up. 17, nothing happening. Spencer, 1-11. And that's a ballpark home run chance, but again, with Comiskey and the so-so weather, it's only a 1-2 to be a home run. So most likely a fly to right, but we'll see. You can get that 1 or 2. Nope, it's a 6, so he flies to right to end the inning. Nothing doing there. We played 3 at Comiskey. And the Sox lead it by the score of 3-1. And that brings up Mr. Kravick. Be facing Craig Cusick, otherwise known as Craig Custick. And Cusick singled and scored the Twins' run his first time up. So we talk bad about him, make fun of his name, and he gets hits. 1-8, he's going to walk this time. So he reaches again. First walk issued by Kravick. Cusick C-stealer, so he will be held. They will not try to get a jump, but he will be held. And here's Bob Gorinsky. Nothing on the 20. Gorinsky, infield double play depth, 6'9". Struck him out. Kravick gets another whiff. So that's one away. And here's Butch Weiniger, switch hitter. Switch hitting catcher. Nothing on the 20. Weiniger, 4'9", switch hitter, batting right-handed. 4'9's a fly to center. So that's out number 2. And it brings us to Jerry Terrell, the third baseman. My cards get out of whack here. Third baseman Jerry Terrell, and Terrell doubled his first time up. Nothing on the 20. 6-4, and he's going to draw a walk. So that'll put 2 on, runners at first and second. For the number 9 hitter, Sam Perlazzo. And again, he's one of those computer cards I'd use the snippet tool to get off the PC. 2 is a chance for a balk or a pass ball. We are checking the pass ball rating of Essien. I believe it's a 2. Let's see here. Yep, pass ball rating's a 2. There is no 2, so no pass ball. So we drive on with the roll for Palazzo. 3-2, and that's a ground ball injury, but of course we're not doing injuries in the replay. It's just simply a ground ball. Kind of hard to see on the computer where the ground ball goes to, so it doesn't really matter. We call it a 4-3, the inning's over. That's the third out. So computer card's a little bit difficult to read sometimes. But that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 3-1 Sox. 3-1 Sox. And Alan Bannister, the batter. Bannister doubled and scored his first time up. 3-2, 3-2. It's a Lomax. That's the old Lomax right there, but nobody's on base, so somebody tries to drag down the road. All right, so liner to third, 1 out. Here's Don Kessinger, Mr. 3E50 of all people. He singled his first time up. Got erased on a double play. 2-9, he's going to pop it to short. Smalley is there, 2 down. For the number 9 hitter, Jim Essien, who hit it into said double play. 5-7, and this time he's not going to do it. 5-7 is a 1-2 triple, 3-20 single. Most likely a single. And that's exactly what it is, a 2-out single by Essien. And of course he will not be held, he's slow as dirt. All right, so here's Ralph Garr. See what he can do, he's 2 for 2. 6-6 against Goltz, and he's going to be 3 for 3. But the run cannot score because there are 2 stars here, so Essien will stop at third. He will be at third regardless of whether it's a single or a double. 1-4 is your double, 5-20 is your single. Hey D. Smith, how you doing? 6 is a single. So Garr 3 for 3 with 3 singles, but the fact that it's 2 stars means Essien cannot score from third. So runners are at second and third with 2 outs, and Chet Lemon, the batter, he's 0 for 2. He is due for a hit. Nothing on the 20. 4-3 against Goltz, and that's a fly ball right field X. That's Disco Dan again. And again, Leary in the outfield for the Twins, 3E11. That can be trouble. Although he is the best outfielder by rating. 3 and a 17, he'll get to that. It's an E11 he's got to avoid. E11, and that's a 12. See if that's okay. E11 and a 12. It is. Errors on 13 and 15, but not on 12. So Disco Dan dances over and makes the catch to end the inning and keep Goltz out of trouble. We go to the 5th. 3-1. Still going for the Sox. Ken Kravick. He's got a fatigue factor of 7. And Dave Goltz got a fatigue factor of 8. So they're good to go as long as they're effective. They will have plenty of opportunity to stay in the game. Here's Roy Smalley, leadoff hitter. He's singled and grounded to short. 2-11 for Smalley against the left-hander, and he strikes out. 2-11's a strikeout. Kravick gets the strikeout to start the inning. Here's Willie Norwood. He has struck out and popped to short. 6-5, and well, that's trouble. 1-2 is a home run. He does have normal power. 1-2 is a home run. 3-20 is a double. That's a double for Willie Norwood. 1-out double for Norwood. And he will be held at second base. And here's Rod Carew. 0 for 2. He struck out twice. That's a 1. Chance for a wild pitch, which is a 4 on Kravick. No wild pitch. So here we go. Carew. 3-2 against the lefty, and he's going to walk. So that's going to put runners at first and second. For Disco Dan Ford, he's got a chance to do something. Runners at first and second, and 1 out. Infield at double play depth. 2 again. Chance for a balk or a pass ball. That's another pass ball check, which is a 2 on Essien. And no pass ball, so we drive on for Disco Dan. 5-9, struck him out. Ken Kravick gets the big strikeout when he needs it. And Ford is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's got the hat trick. And that'll bring up Cusick. Last chance for the Twins. It's Cusick. Nothing on the 20. 4-2 against the righty. That's a split chance. 1-17 is a single. 18-20 lines are short, but the single is 1 star, so it would merely load the bases. They would not score the run. And that's exactly what we have, a single 1 star. So the bases are now loaded with Twins with 2 outs for Bob Gorinsky, the left fielder. He is singled and struck out. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 3-1 Sox. 1-6, and he struck him out. So Ken Kravick, when he needs it, reaches back for something extra and gets the K. Twins leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Chicago 3 and the Twins 1 here at Comiskey. George Orta will lead things off. Mr. Orta. And he ought to do something to help his team. 5-9 against Goltz against a lefty is a ground ball to second. So Perlazzo's got that. No problem. 1 away. That'll bring up Oscar Gamble. 4-10, Goltz, ground ball shortstop X, that's Roy Smalley. And again, Smalley, not very good defensively, 3 E36. 3 and a 18, he'll get to that. E36. E36 and a 6. Interesting low number, E36 and a 6. He's okay, not a problem. It'll be a good play for Mr. Smalley, 2 down. Brings up Lamar Johnson, the DH. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. 2-7, and he gets a single to right field. There's a clutch there, but of course, nobody on base and not even worry about a clutch. Lamar Johnson will not be held. Jim Spencer, the batter. Same thing, get a 2-out rally going. That's a 2, so it's a chance for a balk or a pass ball. And we're checking the pass ball rating of Weiniger. And Butch Weiniger's pass ball rating is a 2. No pass ball, so we move on to Jim Spencer. 5-8, and it's a ground ball second base X. That's Perlazzo. So let's check Perlazzo's defensive prowess. Perlazzo is a 4. Look at that, a 4 E41. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera with this computer card, but it's a 4 E41. 4 and a 3. That's going to be a base hit for sure. Obviously, a 4 and a 3 is a base hit. In fact, it's single 2 stars. And now we're looking at E41. He has to avoid 11, 13, 17, and 18. And he did. It's a 9. So there's no error, but it is a single 2 stars. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 down. So a 2-out rally going on for the Sox. But now it's up to Alan Bannister to get him home. Nothing on the 20. Nobody's being held. 2-8. 2-8 struck him out. Bannister is out of there. He chokes in the clutch. So we go to the 6th. Still 3-1 Chi Sox, as they are doing their thing. And it'll be Mr. Jerry Terrell stepping to the plate. Terrell reached on a fielder's choice and fly to center. 5-8. He's a right-hander. 5-8. Pops it up to short. Alan Bannister makes the call. Puts it away. One away for Sam Perlazzo, second baseman. That's a 5-8. Perlazzo's a righty. 5-8. Another pop is the exact same role. Pops him up to short. How about that? Back-to-back 5-8s. So 2 down. Top of the order, Roy Smalley. 6-9. He's a switch hitter batting right. 6-9. Struck him out. So I'm sorry. What did I do? I messed up somebody. That should have been Terrell, not Palazzo. I'm sorry. That should have been Weiniger. Somehow I got this roles mixed up, but it doesn't matter. They're both right-handers, so they both strike out. And then Perlazzo has the 6-9, so Perlazzo strikes out. So yeah, okay. So everything went the same because they were all right-handed hitters. But that was not Smalley's at bat. That was Perlazzo's at bat. My bad. But since they were all right-handed and they were all off the pitcher card, it did not matter. So the inning is over for the Twinks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Goltz back out to face Kessinger. And it will be Kessinger, Essien, and Gar against Goltz. Kessinger, 1 for 2 with a single. 1-6. He's going to line it to second. Perlazzo makes the snag. 1 down, and here's Jim Essien. He is hit into a double play, and he's singled. 5-5 against Goltz. This time he's going to strike out. So 2 outs there for Ralph Gar. See if there's any 2-out magic again. 3-8 for Gar, and that's a single. So Gar is 4 for 4. If nothing else, he's going to help his average quite a bit. And with 2 outs, no sense not trying to steal. So 2-6, he gets a jump, or 12, he gets a jump. And it's a 7. He doesn't get the jump again. Boy, he just keeps missing that jump. He will be held, but he didn't get the jump, so he's not going to try to steal. Nothing on the 20. Here's Chet Lemon. 4-7 against Goltz. Another strikeout to end the inning. So nothing doing there for the Sox. We go to the top of the 7th. Still 3-1. Now this is Kravik's point of weakness inning, so definitely have to keep an eye on Mr. Kravik to see if he will run into any sort of problem, which you never know, could be possible. So we shall see if that is in fact the case. Right now, Roy Smalley will lead things off. He is the leadoff hitter for the Twins, and Smalley is, I'm going to sit down. I've been standing up. I need to sit down. Let me sit down and get myself together here in the top of the 7th. 3-1 Sox. 1-5 against the lefty Kravik, and that's another strikeout. So Kravik cranking out those strikeouts. 1 down, and that will send up Willie Norwood. He doubled his last time up, but was stranded at third base. 1-10, that's a ground ball to second. George Orta will make the play. So Orta is out of there. 2 up and 2 down. And now that will send up Rod Carew, who is uncharacteristically struck out twice and walked. So very unusual there that would happen. But, you know, that's just the way it works when you get off the pitcher card like that. That can happen. So, let's see here. 5-8 against the lefty, and that's a fly to left, and that's going to be handled out there by Gar to end the inning. And that's going to do it for the Twins here in the top of the 7th. So now, let's see here. Trying to find Harry, if we can find Harry or not. Don't know if we can find Harry. We shall see. I'm looking for him. He's in hiding somewhere with Jimmy Pearsall. So, briefly, one moment, let me find him. I think we got him right here. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get this complete. Trying to get there. Please be patient. Okay, he's almost ready. He's almost ready. Let's take a look here and see if he's ready or not. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That just, the sound on that's not very good, is it? Let's see if I can try a different one here. That one didn't come out too well, so let's see if I can find something else. That one didn't come out too well, so let's see if I can find something else. I may just have to let it go this time around. We'll say Harry is AWOL, because I don't want to delay this too much longer and mess everything up. So we'll just keep it going and forget about Harry for today. They're winning 3-1, so maybe they don't even need Harry to get them a rally. So we shall see. All right, so bottom of the 7th we go. Apologize for all the Harry fans out there. The technical difficulties stood in the way. All right, so Dave Goltz facing George Orta. 1-5 for Orta. That's a leadoff walk. And Orta is going to see if he can try to do something. He's got a 4 or 6 to get a jump, but an 11 he gets picked off automatically. And an 11, just right on cue, he gets picked off. So what do you think about that? They picked him off. Just the way it goes sometimes. When you try to be creative and get a steal, he gets picked off. So base is clear now with 1 out for Oscar Gamble. Hopefully that pickoff doesn't come back to bite him. Gamble 4-3, and that's a fly ball right field X. Again, Disco Dan, he's a 3. Nothing going on there. 3 and a 13. I'm sorry, he's an E11 and a 13 is an outfielder. E11 and a 13. And unfortunately for Disco Dan, an E11 and a 13 is a 2-base error for an outfielder. So that's an E9, and boy, now the pickoff really comes back to hit him, because it would have been at least 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Instead, runners at 2nd with 1 out. Gamble will not be held. Here's Lamar Johnson. Nothing on the 20. That's a 5-2. That's a ballpark home run chance, but again, it's only 1-2 for Comiskey, so Lamar Johnson's going to get hurt on that, I do believe. Yep, no home run, so that's going to be a fly out to left field for out number 2. And it leaves it up to Jim Spencer. Nothing on the 20. Spencer 6-2, and that's a fly ball left field X. That's Gorinsky. So if you get to these outfielders, it's a good chance it'll drop in for a hit or there'll be an error. And Gorinsky, a 3 E20. So once again, not very good. 3 and a 10, though. I think he'll get to that on a 3 and a 10. A 3 and a 10 will be an F2. He will get to that, but the E20 might be the problem. He has to avoid 7, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 18. And that's a 12, so he did avoid that. How about it? 11 and 13 were errors, but not a 12. So Gorinsky, living right, I guess, makes the 3rd out to end the inning. So the pickoff really came back to bite him there. That could have been a sac fly, perhaps, had he been on 3rd base. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We go to the 8th, and Kravick has nothing against his point of weakness because he had a 1-2-3 7th inning. So he's good to go. And here's Disco Dan. And Disco Dan, if you look at his score sheet, KKK. It's not the guys with the white hoods. This is a hat trick with 3 straight strikeouts. He's trying to avoid the golden sombrero if possible. 1-5, and he did not. He got the golden sombrero. That's another strikeout for Disco Dan. You better concentrate more on hitting and less on disco dancing, because that's 4 Ks and 4 trips. Not good for your number 4 hitter, your cleanup hitter. He's not cleaning up anything. Here's Craig Cusick, 6-9, and that's another strikeout for Kravick. There's a dot there, but he's not tired yet because he hasn't given up anything since reaching the 7th inning. So he's still good to go. He's in line actually for a complete game. Here's Gorinsky. Gorinsky, a 3-8 against the lefty, and he strikes out. So Ken Kravick strikes out the side here in the 8th, and he is just large and in charge. I don't know what it is about Kravick, but in this replay, he's just dominant. In real life, he was only 11-8 with a 4.10 ERA, but he's about to go 15-2 with an ERA under 3. The way this replay is going, it's just one of those things. I don't get it, don't understand it. It just happens to work out that way. All right, here's Dave Goltz, bottom of the 8th, and he has an 8 for his fatigue, so we need to watch his fatigue level. Against Alan Bannister, 2-5. That's a fly to left, 1 away. So Goltz may get a complete game also. We'll see. Kessinger, 5-9. Switch hitter batting left, 5-9. Ground ball second base. That's 2 down. Palazzo makes the play. 2 down for Jim Essien. 2-5. 2-5 for Essien. That's a double. So a 2-out double for Jim Essien keeps it going. Maybe get a little 2-out magic, try to get an insurance run. Essien will not be held. Not going to try to steal, obviously. Here's Gar. He's 4 for 4. So can he make it 5 for 5 is the question. 5 for 5. He's looking for 5 for 5. 4-5. Nope, won't get it done. Fly to left. Ends the inning. So we go to the 9th, and it is now 3-1 still. It's been that way since the 2nd inning. And Kravik's coming back out. They do have, in the bullpen, they do have their closer, Mr. If I can find him. It's got to be in here somewhere in all these cards. He's here, trust me, he's here. Laren LeGros, there he is. Laren LeGros is tossing in the bullpen, and there will be a couple of defensive changes because I don't want a 3E50 playing third base in a critical inning. So we're going to have Eric Soderholm is going to come in and play third base in the 9th. He's a 2E11, much better. So Soderholm will be the new third baseman. And we may get a new shortstop too. Let's see, because Bannister's not very proficient at short. Let's see, do they have any other shortstop? Well, Kessinger could play short, I guess. What would Kessinger, if I move him from third to short, what would he be? 3E27, that's still better. So, let's see. Or do I want to put somebody else at short? Or do I just want to trust, I'm just going to trust Alan Bannister. How about that? We'll put trust in Alan Bannister. That he won't screw things up. So Soderholm is the new third baseman. He's a 2E11, so that will help Kravik out a little bit. Butch Weiniger will lead off the top of the 9th for the Twins. They're down 3-1. And here we go. 1-5 for Weiniger, and he's going to draw a leadoff walk. That's always ominous when you get those leadoff walks. So we'll keep an eye on Kravik. Jerry Terrell, the batter. Weiniger will not go anywhere. 10, nothing on the 20. So here's Terrell, the righty. 2-8, and that's a ground ball pitcher. Hey, that's a double play. 1-6-3, just what the doctor ordered. And 2 quick outs, and they'll get a pinch hitter for Palazzo. They'll try to bring in a better hitter for Sam Palazzo. So let's see who they have on the bench that's right-handed. You don't want to bring in your lefties, obviously. You want to try to go with right-handers if you can. Problem is their best hitters on the bench are left-handed. Let's see. Do they have anybody can hit? Not a whole lot. They're going to go with their backup catcher, Glenn Borgman. Glenn Borgman, because he on the season, he hit 256, but he does get on base a lot. Look at all those walks here. So they're going to try to see if they can coax him to get on base and turn it over to the top of the order. He would be the tying run. And, of course, they'd pinch hit for him if he did get on. But it's all down to this. 2 outs, base is empty, and here is Borgman. 6-8, struck him out. Kravik says, I don't care who you bring up there. I'm striking you out. And the ball game is over. Kravik does it again. Another complete game. Almost a shutout. But he wins it by the score of 3-1. So we'll do the totals here real quick. And get those for you. I don't believe there were any errors in the game. So there's no errors. Let's check the... Well, 9 innings and 8 innings, so we know that was all set. He faced 36 batters, and Goltz faced 37. All right, so Goltz gave up 3 runs, all earned. No homers in the game by either team. And let's see, he took the loss. So let's see, walks and strikeouts. He gave up... Did he walk anybody? He walked 1 here. I guess the only walk I see is he walked Orta and then promptly picked him off. So 1 walk to Orta. Strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts I got him for. And more importantly, hits. Well, we know Gar got 4 of them, so that's 4 right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 hits for the Sox unofficially. 3-13-0 unofficially. And for the Twins, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got him for 6 hits off of Kravik with the 1 run. And we'll check. Obviously gets the win. We will check walks and strikeouts. He did walk a few. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4. He walked 4. So effectively wild, I guess you'd call him. Strikeouts, he got 3 here. 2 there, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 strikeouts for Ken Kravick. Unbelievable. A lot of those were off the batter cards, but quite a few were off Kravick's card as well. So 1-6-0 for the Twins, 3-13-0 for the Sox. And let's check left on base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for the Twins. And I have, for the Sox, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 left on for the Sox. All right, so that's the official, I guess, well, it'll be official when I put it in computer, but the unofficial official stats. Sox 3 runs, 13 hits, no errors, 10 left on base. Twins 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, and 8 left on base. Sox improved now to 76 and 69, and the Twins dropped to 78 and 68. And game 146 will be the final of the series. It'll be Jeff Zahn against Steve Stone. And then after that game, 147, they will welcome the Angels again, who they took 5 of 6 from in California. They're going to welcome the Angels to Comiskey and look to make up more ground as well. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody enjoyed that broadcast of White Sox baseball, game number 145. We're winding down to the end. I can't wait to 162. And then we'll do the playoffs as well for the division series and whatnot. And if the AL East gets really close near the end, I may do a game with Orioles versus Yankees, or Orioles versus Red Sox, or Red Sox versus Yankees, depending on how the pennant race goes. The AL West is pretty much decided. Texas has pretty much run away with that, so I don't even think Kansas City can catch them. But we'll see how the computer plays it out, and if there's something toward the end, I may put that out there in addition to these White Sox games. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Terry Fuller, good to see you. Just noticed you on here. For everybody else, Bears Den, RJL, Brendan Baker, Al Red Sox fan. Let's see, who else do we have? D. Smith, Bosher Plays. Let's see here. Who else do we have here? Brendan Baker. If I didn't say you before, I'll say it now. Let's see, Alan Shaw, Alex M. I hope I'm not missing any. Bears Den. I think I got it. Mark Forsberg, Philip Reynolds. I think I caught everybody that's on here, or that wasn't here at one point or another. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed that Stratomatic presentation of the White Sox replay. Also doing some stuff with Inside Pitch that I might put out later as well. But I want to really, my main focus is to get this replay done. It's been like a year and a half in the making, just about. So I really want to get this done so I can not that it's a burden on my back, but I really feel like I want to get it done and move on to maybe some smaller projects that don't take quite as long. So we shall see. But I hope you all are having a nice day. If you're on the East Coast, hope you're safe from the hurricane/tropical storm Isaiah, or however it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced. But here in Virginia, we're supposed to get like 4 to 6 inches of rain and some strong winds, but I don't think it's going to be anything catastrophic. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoy your rest of your Monday, and your week is off to a good start. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how we choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.